Today on Week Notes, I'll be discussing Pride and Prejudice, the timeless tale of young women desperate to get married. Wouldn't it be easier to just live and love as piggies do? We begin with the trust fund bro, Bingley, who rents a manor for vacation, frothing the loins of the 5 Bennet family daughters. Jane, the eldest, attends a social gathering with her family to sink her claws into the new meal ticket and potential savior of the family property, as her elderly father could not pass it on to womenfolk. Unlike Bingley, his one trust fund bro on vacay with him isn't so taken with the flock of future housewives. The Bennet family, including sister Elizabeth, who at first were enamored, view him as a prideful wanker. Darcy falls for Elizabeth, but she remains aloof. Bingley's sister Caroline, who is also frothing for Darcy, is spiteful towards the sisters, who she sees as competition. Another, poorer and short bro, Collins, arrives on the scene, a young inheritor of the Bennet property, and cousin of the sisters' father. It seems Collins is like the antagonist, who is a driving force behind the sisters' need to marry. He is enthralled by his distant cousin's removed, an itch. And in his horny pomposity, proposes to Elizabeth, who rejects his offer. Yet even another man, Wickham, wants to get into Elizabeth's pants in classic 1813 style, which apparently takes a whole book and many a fortnight. Wickham, a soldier, tells Elizabeth how he could have also been a trust fund bro if Darcy hadn't cheated him out of his money. The 2 trust fund bros return to England, and the stubby Mr. Collins marries Elizabeth's BFF, Charlotte, who is on the doorstep of becoming a barren spinster. I think this is included to build up how Elizabeth will later visit her friend. After all this, some more back and forth crap and misconnections happen for way too many pages. Pigs would never take this long to fornicate. As foreshadowed, Elizabeth visits Charlotte and encounters Darcy, who, with the determination of a dog with a bone, visits her numerous times until one encounter he proposes to her. She rejects this proposal, angry about some crap he might have done that's kind of irrelevant to her, but hey. Darcy writes a letter informing her, hey, bros before hoes, he thought Jane was just gold digging, and Wickham had actually tried to elope with his younger sister. Douche. Of course. Elizabeth has a change of heart now that her man isn't an ass, and she snubs Wickham upon return to her house. Plus, now she can be a fancy farm girl. Lydia, one of the younger sisters, follows the soldiers to their new post and shacks up with Wickham, potentially throwing the name of the family into shame. Some more crap happens. Elizabeth goes on vacation nearby Darcy's estate with some family thinking he is gone. For the sake of the book he isn't, and soon learn of the sisters' out-of-wedlock living, but after some commotion find out that Wickham has indeed married her in exchange for some money from Darcy, who is trying to desperately impress Elizabeth. Darcy's snobbish aunt tells Elizabeth she's batting out of her league. Like every story before them, they ignore social etiquette. Darcy proposes. She, of course, accepts. The other bro also marries Jane. Sounds like every Disney princess story. How generic. I gotta tell you, this book is a classic, but it would be a whole lot better if it were about guinea pigs, and a whole lot shorter. We are not all pomp and circumstance, like these humans.